Oh, I just tried to move my camera and it fell out of the holder thing. So, you like my thumbnail this week? It was me literally just watching the countdown go down in hopes that it would just take a picture fast so I could get it over with. I hate this posing for a thumbnail thing. I don't like it at all. At all. Usually I just like pick the worst one and I'll use that one as my thumbnail on YouTube. Hey there. So I'm home. As you can see, I really wanted to do a live video when we were on vacation, but it just didn't happen. The trip was such, and it's like, I love going with the team. I love going with the team. Don't get me wrong. I don't want you to think anything different. I love it. I will pick it time and time again. But the only negative is that, oh, thank you. I need to take a shower. I haven't showered yet today, but I did go and work out. So I'm like super sweaty and sticky and I need to wash my hair today. This is rolled out of bed, worked out for an hour. Here we go. Clearly I get very dolled up for these videos. Anyways, we just don't have any extra time. So it's when we do have time, oh, the Highlands, oh my gosh, it was amazing. So, okay, here's the way it works. So it is a tour. It's a 2-week tour, a cricket tour actually, where my boyfriend's cricket team, we all get together, like different people from the team. So there's like different levels of the team. So there's like first and second and social and like people who are really serious, basically semi-serious, and who just want to like drink beer and play cricket. So it's just like people from each one, whoever can go. They create a team. The team then goes and plays different teams around England and Scotland. So that's what the tour was. That's the trip. Now there are off days, and the off days are the ones that the only day we really recorded was like the off day where we went up into the Highlands and we went to Aberdeen and Inverness and just all up through the top, the loop of Scotland. It was amazing. I loved it, and everybody was so nice, and it was so much fun. So the days though after that, so I flew in. I drove from Manchester, which, guys, that airport is a blah. Like, I've never hated an airport as much as that one. And I hate to say it because I know somebody lives there, and hopefully, I mean, you can understand. And no, my boyfriend is not a professional cricket player at all. He's good, but he's not professional. So, oh my God, whenever I read, I just have to, I have to focus. So anyways, the Manchester airport was really hard for me. And then I drove the 4 hours from Manchester up to Falkirk. I think it ended up being about 4 hours. And then met up with the team in Falkirk. So they were coming from Durham. I don't know. And anyways, then he and I were like, okay, well, we could leave tonight, which I had just gotten in. And I was like, babe, like, I don't want to leave tonight. I want to see the team. I want to talk to my friends and then sleep, and we can wake up in the morning and go. So we did. We woke up, we drove and saw so many amazing things, and then stayed the night, and then drove back down, and then went to the military tattoo in Edinburgh. So that was like our alone time, and then after that it was just so much fun with like the team and stuff like that. So where I would love to like see people and like go do things and branch off, like we have a pretty fun schedule of things that we do with like the team, and then of course there's the games, and then a lot of the cricket clubs in England, I mean England, it's, gosh, they're just so friendly. They will like host these awesome dinners, like, or they'll do a great tea, and then like one of them, what did we end up doing? Oh, one of them like brought us like this, there's like a few different pubs that sponsor them, so we like went like pub hopping basically with this team, and it was so much fun. So we went like place to place, and then we had this great Indian dinner, and we did that like a couple of times with different teams, or they like cooked for us. Last year we had one that like made us American food. It was so sweet. So they did like hamburgers and hot dogs and like played like Born in the USA. It was great. So really just the kindest people. So it was a lot of that kind of stuff, and it's a blast. It's so much fun to like sit down and just like talk to locals and watch the guys play, and it was a blast. So anyways, let me see here. Let me catch up really fast. So that's it's like a whirlwind. That's basically, long story short, is I just tried to throw my socks in the laundry basket and it hit the side and fell off. So it's just really fast, and I was really only there for 6 days, so it was kind of hard, but it was good, and I'm glad I went. And he got to go the whole time, so that was really nice for him, and then it was fun for me and the boys to have like a week of just you know, we would like, I don't know, we watched a few movies in my bed and then things like that. So it's really fun. Are you like a cheerleader for the team? You know, believe it or not, I'm not the loudest one. There's another girl who's a really loud cheerleader. And yeah, like us girls, we've kind of just become friends from the grounds over the years. And we go now, and now we're like really good friends. Like we have group chats, we like to hang out, we plan things, and they've become really good friends just because just throughout time you spend a lot of time together and you become friends. So I've become really close with a lot of them. And let's see, they call them the wags, wives and girlfriends. There were, I think, 6 of us. I'm trying to think because like some people came and went, like I came later. Yeah, I think there was like 6 total, which isn't a lot. A lot of the guys, a lot of the wives are like, no, I'm not going. But I love it, and it's a really affordable way too to see because you're traveling like as a team. So, anyways, that's what we did. I'm glad. I'm definitely glad I'm home. I don't know. There's some pretty cute little girls that are not little, but you know what I mean. Yeah, I've never seen Outlander. Everybody keeps talking about it, and I've never seen it. So now I'm like, well, maybe I should see it. I said it right. Durham. I don't know. But you guys, that Manchester airport was awful. It took me 2 hours to get a quarter of a mile to the rental car place. And then the bus, there was like one rental car bus running. It took an hour for the rental car bus to get there. I was ready to call an Uber and have them drive me to the rental car center, which is like a quarter of a mile away. I should have just walked. I just didn't know. And then maybe it's further. I don't even know. Anyways, I finally get there and then it's like take a number and I had to wait there for like another hour. It was just really frustrating and it took forever and I was tired and the ATM, like we've kind of learned like instead of having money like purchasing foreign money like before you travel, instead of doing that, which is really expensive, or exchanging like in the airport or in other places, it's you kind of get a better rate if you just like pull it out of the ATM. Yeah, you get dinged by the ATM and your bank, but the rate is really close, like the fees are fewer, and the dang thing wouldn't take my ATM card. So I was like, I just want a coffee. I'm really tired. I didn't sleep on the flight at all. I was really tired. I just wanted a coffee and it wouldn't work. So I was like really frustrated, which didn't help. But basically everybody had a bad experience in that airport in one way or another. For us, it was getting the car back because like a gas station was closed and there's construction everywhere. And Siri like has you in a parking lot. It was bad, but we made it. We survived, and it wasn't so bad. So happy to be home. You like the movies Twilight? Did you see the movies? Yes, I did. I did see the movies, and actually, I just saw them pop up on Amazon Prime Video, so you can watch them for free now. Yeah, I loved the Twilight series. It's crazy. It was 10 years ago. I think a big reason why I liked it so much, I was pregnant at the time, so the dreams were like really crazy. I had some really crazy pregnancy dreams while I was reading the series. And the movies weren't out when I was pregnant. Actually, I take that back. I was maybe 6 months pregnant when I saw the first Twilight movie. Like, it was in theaters. So I read the book first, though. And yeah, it was very interesting dreams that I got from all that. I've driven from London to Glasgow. It was rough. Yeah. Those drives can be. I drove from London to, although I enjoyed Heathrow, that airport, way more. I drove from London to Lytton and Plymouth, which is on the far west coast of England, like the southwest coast. And that drive was a lot worse. I will say this drive, Manchester to Falkirk, wasn't bad. And it was a lot easier having done it before, driving on the opposite side of everything. So that part of it was a lot easier than it was last time. The hardest part is just being tired and driving like that. I read all the books when I was pregnant. My daughter's 10 years old now. Yes, right? It's like a 10-year anniversary. Somebody posted on Facebook the other day, 10-year Twilight anniversary. And it's like, oh my gosh, how's it already been 10 years? But it's like, well, hold up. I was pregnant 10 years ago. And that's when I watched them. It's nuts. I can't believe time's already gone by that fast. How was the food there? Too good for my own good? I just record my Sunday fitness video update talking about that. Let's see. I think I ate potatoes in every form imaginable. So many chips. They're so good. They're like big. And they told us that they boil them first and then they fry them and then they salt them and then they're perfect. They're so good. So I ate a lot of potatoes. I didn't eat that many pies. There just wasn't that many pies. I did have some, but there weren't that many. Um, Thanks for the heads up on Amazon Prime. Yep. They're on Amazon Prime. I live in the town. Oh, I've been there. No, I haven't been there. I've been to the other one where you get the ferry to go to Victoria. Whatever that one is. And then like the movie theaters there for oh gosh, where do they go to buy the dresses? Now see, I can't even remember. Anyways, we were there to catch the ferry one time to it's really gonna bother me. Anybody? I should know this, right? Anyways, it's where they go to the Italian restaurant. So yeah, we went there. I didn't see any deep fried Mars bars. I hope you can answer seriously. Ugh, I'm gonna hold on really fast. I gotta. There we go. Okay, hold on. I didn't see that. I liked her hair right off the bat. Yeah, so they have this thing there that's really popular. Why it's not popular here, I don't know. It makes no sense. But it's a shortbread cookie. It's called Millionaire Shortbread. Shortbread cookie, caramel, chocolate. It's amazing. It's amazing. So I ate a lot of those. Like a lot of those. Probably a few too many of those. I really liked them. And then there's this little like tea cake thing. And you can get 6 for $1, which is like $1.25 basically. And it's like a graham cracker with like a gooey marshmallow covered in chocolate. It was really good. I ate a lot of those too. They had those at the tea one of the days. And it was delicious. Yeah, it was... Yeah, I just did. Tried to block them. Did it go away? Tunnix tea cakes. Yeah, I think so. I brought some home and they became like squashed. There we go. Okay. He's blocked. There we go. Yeah, sorry, bud, but this is not that kind of a channel. Yeah, those tea cakes were really good. And I ate so many of those Milky Bars that I really like. The white chocolate. Again, why don't they sell those here? It's like a company that's popular here. I think it's like Nestle. Why can't you sell your white chocolate here? It doesn't make any sense. So I ate a lot of those too. It was bad. But the thing I ate the most, and I have to hand it to Scotland for this, is the soup. Everywhere I went, the soup was amazing. So I had, like, outside of breakfast, because we just ate breakfast at the hotel every day, send me some Milky Bars. I don't. Port Angeles, thank you so much. I might hit you up on that sometime. I have quite a stash downstairs right now. Anyways, I did. What was I gonna say? I hate when I do that. I think about too many things at once, especially. Oh geez, so the soups. So they were like vegetarian, basically everywhere. I didn't see one that wasn't. So I could just order the soup, and it was like a surprise. There were some that were interesting, and I'm like, curried carrot and lentil. Like, I don't know what that's gonna be like. I think that was one of them. One was like a cream of veg, and I was like, is it gonna come out like a creamy base with like chunks of veggies? But everything was basically like pureed and so good. So I didn't have a bad soup there. I had a great like mushroom soup. I had a great like a lot of lentil soups. They were really good. So there for like 3 or 4 days, I was eating soup for lunch and dinner. So, and then like tons of sweets in between, but they were just delicious. I loved the soups, and I've never seen so many great soups, but Scotland was just like where it was at for soup for me. So I really enjoyed that. I didn't see as much of it in England, and I never had fish and chips. That just never crossed my plate. I don't know what happened, but I did have the pies. I had a great mushroom pie. It was really good. The mushrooms there are just amazing. And then that mushroom brie burger. Oh my gosh, it was so good. Oh, it was trouble. That was a bad one. It was really good. So let's see here. You could say Scotland is super. It is super. I'm ready for the soup. Yes, Julie, that's me too. I'm so ready for soup. Maybe that's what it was too. Is that the weather was like 60 degrees and it was a little wet, like rainy, and soup was perfect. Like you would eat it to warm up and you're good, and I'm ready for fall. I'm so ready for fall. The last few mornings have actually been a little bit kind of chilly to the point where like you need a sweater. So it's been really nice, and it's giving me the itch bad. Like I just want to wear fuzzy slippers and socks and drink hot tea all the time, and I know a lot of people are like, no, like don't talk about it yet, but I'm ready. I was ready this time last year. I'm ready this time this year. What are we in, like middle of August? So we have like 2 more months of of weather. Are you at a hotel? No, I'm at home. I'm in my bedroom. Let's see here. Are you ready for soup? Just don't see about it. Did you have haggis? I did not have haggis. My boyfriend had haggis. See, he had it like 3 times. I don't. One time, I feel like there was like some, like he tried it just to try it, and then somebody else had it like at a tea or something, and then we were at the whiskey experience in Manchester. And after we did like the little whiskey tour, which was really cool. The little whiskey barrels, did you guys see those? So you sit, okay, anyways, before I get ahead of myself really fast, they gave us appetizers at the end. One of them was a haggis. Okay, so you go through this like whiskey experience and you walk in and they take you into like the largest whiskey collection. Really, really neat. And then you learn about like he talks about whiskey and he talks about the collection and kind of that was about it. And then he takes us out, takes us downstairs, and there's this like it reminded me of like the aerial ride at Disneyland where you go and you sit in your clamshell and you like cruise around. This was a whiskey barrel. So like you go and you sit in your whiskey barrel and it like is on a track and it like takes you through the process and it like sprays the smells at you. And is that same room hotel? Maybe somewhere? I don't know. It's our ironing board. Anyways, you go through the whole process and it's really neat. And then after that, you go and you get these scratch and sniff stickers to see what like different whiskeys from different areas. Like Isla's a really smoky whiskey, and like the Highlands or the Lowlands or whatever they are, there's 6 of them, is, like a fruity or more citrus one. So you like go through all these things and you learn about them, and then you go and you sample, and then they escorted us to the tattoo, but then they also gave us like appetizer hour, and it was really fun. So we did that, and that was a blast. That was something I'm so glad we saw. I think my mouth hung open the whole time. It was really cool. And it's neat, like you almost get emotional, like seeing so many countries work together and like do something amazing together and like get along. Makes you wish that was like real life, you know what I mean. We'll get married. We'll definitely get married. I don't know when. We're not in a rush, if you can tell. We'll have some Tennessee whiskey, some Jack. Yeah, oh yeah. The bourbon here, our barrels here in the U.S. are what they use in Scotland to make their whiskey. So they take, here's something I know. Fun fact of the day, okay? The whiskey that is made in Scotland is stored in barrels or casks that are from the U.S. and a few from Spain. So sherry casks, and then our casks here. So those are the only things they use, because we can only use them once. Like I think bourbon is the only one you can use once. And then they go there and they can use them 2 or 3 times depending on how long the whiskey has been in the cask for. So they're all from here, and a few from Spain. So less from Spain, but mostly from here. It's pretty neat. It's actually really, really neat. So anyways, that was that. Let's see here. Why don't you get married? Thanks, Gary. She has, that's okay. No, just enjoy each other. Yeah, I mean, we'll get married eventually. There's just no rush in it. Like, I mean, I could totally do it now. I can totally do it in 5-10 years. Like, it's really not a big deal. The only thing it would be beneficial is insurance. Paying for private insurance sucks. It's the bill every month. I see it come off my card. I'm just like, ugh. Like, I mean, it's easier when it comes out of your paycheck, right? But like to have to go and like actively seek it out and then like pay them every month, it's just easier if it just and at a discounted rate comes out of your check. I miss that. Gosh, you know what I do miss is like 10 years ago when I was pregnant with Deacon, they changed it in the middle of my pregnancy. But before that, it was like I paid like $100 a month for the whole family, and our co-pay was like $20. Gosh, it was a good time. I miss that. Okay, hold on really fast. Let me catch up. Twice my age and Scottish. Oh, another thing. that is very interesting to know is that in order to be a Scottish whiskey, it has to be in the cask for 3 years and 1 day. And then you can only age it for up to like 70 years. Otherwise, there's none left because of the angel's share. So evaporation. And yeah, if you see a whiskey that's like says it's like 90 years old, no, it doesn't exist because it evaporates. So yeah, it's pretty neat. We learned a lot. We really learned a lot. It's pretty cool. I think girls almost half my age though. No, I haven't been to Spain. It's on my list. My ex, but remember the Roombas. Oh jeez. I've never been to Spain. In the Instant Pot, yes. Like I'm actually getting to the point where I wanted to give it some time to actually get used to it and like learn how to use it and everything like that. And I've gotten to the point where I really do like it. So I would recommend it. If anything for potatoes, like I've twice this week I've cooked potatoes in it and it is like the handiest thing ever. So I did potatoes once for us just to have like baked potatoes kind of, and then another time to make mashed potatoes. And then I made extra and I've been using those. I did fried potatoes yesterday morning. The morning before I did, what do you call them? A corned beef hash. My boyfriend made a corned beef this weekend and I made him a corned beef hash, which I don't know how good it was because I don't eat it, but he said it was good. He ate it. So, and then this morning I did like a skillet for him with the leftovers. An American visited Scottish farm and asks how big your land. The farmer says it's 2 acres, but American says back home on my ranch it takes 2 days to drive around. Wait, what? I'm not thinking straight today. Back home on my ranch. I'm going to have to read that again in a minute when I'm not trying to be fast about it. Oh, the Scottish says I had a car like that once. I got you. How long have you been with my boyfriend? So we've been together for four years. We met end of 2013, beginning of 2014. I don't know for sure. Somewhere in there. Neither of us know. And then we also don't know when we like officially got together because we dated for like 4 months, kind of took a break. We both like dated other people. And then we both kind of just realized like, no, we're destined to be together. And then we've been together since. So, I don't really know. We don't really know. So bad. When we get married, we'll get a date. That'll be a benefit. We have no idea. Okay. Yeah, maybe I should put them in we're going to put you on timeout. Because that's the thing. It's easier to put people here on timeout than it is to put my kids in timeout sometimes. So anyways, the trip was really good. We don't have any big trips planned. We do have a trip to Chicago planned in a little while, so that'll be really fun. Actually, I take that back. I'm taking the kids to Oklahoma in October. That'll be a big trip. We're doing a few things, so that'll be pretty fun. But he and I are gonna have a little weekend in Chicago. It's actually on my bucket list. How crazy is that? I've never been. I can't say I've never been to Chicago. I've been to Chicago multiple times. I've never actually stayed in the night in Chicago. I've driven through Chicago. I have been in and out of the airports, both of them multiple times, but I've never had a deep dish pizza, and the airports don't have it, which they should fix. So, yep, that will be. Even my kids have been to the airport in Chicago. I've never actually been out of it. So he found a really great Southwest Airlines fare, and we are going. So that'll be really fun. I'm looking really forward to that. It'll be, let's see here. It's a ways away, but I'm starting to plan now. Like I'm dog sitting now. I'm doing favors now to have kid coverage so I can go. So, yeah, that's why that's the only reason it's so top of mind right now is just because of that. Do you still talk to Lucy? I do. I'll be seeing her in October. I miss the good old days on YouTube. I know. Me too. I do. The drama now is just like, I wish we could go back to like 10 years ago before it was so fake and there's so much drama and people were so ugly and invasive and just, I mean, that's like, so many people have stopped and I mean, it's just, I miss those days. It was just fun. It was a really cool, close-knit group of people. And honestly, like the people that I met from those times are still some of my closest friends. So I am thankful for YouTube. for that. And then like just meeting people and like talking to you guys. I love it. So, yeah, that's a big one. Seriously, it changed so much. I know. It's changed too much. I don't like how it's changed at all. You know, sometimes people are like, change is good. I'm like, no. Like, if we could go back to 10 years, like, just keep the good people. And, like, it was great. I know, yeah, Candace got pregnant twice. She became fertile Myrtle. So now they have their 2 adopted sons, and then they have a son and a daughter as well. So it's pretty neat that they had biologically. Are able to join a diet bet if you're in the UK? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know why you couldn't. It's all electronical. It's all on the phone. I don't know why you couldn't, but maybe not. You're so sweet. I love your channel. You're so real and drama free. No time for the drama. Oh, my shirt. This was the shirt that I got for the pink test in Australia, and I hadn't worn it, and then I'd pulled it out to bring it to Scotland, and I was like, nobody's gonna see it, it's gonna be too cold. So then it was sitting on the top of my closet, and this morning when I was getting ready for TRX, it was dark. Drake woke me up early, but while I was getting ready for TRX, I was like, oh, like I may as well just wear this. So I wore this to work out in today. But it says, all I care about is cricket and maybe like 3 people and food. This part really doesn't pertain to me, but the food part does. And the cricket, I do love cricket. I love it. I'm like the crazy lady. I love it. But I love watching any live sport, so that's probably me too. The only one that I haven't ever loved was rugby. Yeah, it was rugby. But I just didn't understand all the rules. So I feel like maybe if I learn the rules better, I'll be able to appreciate the game a little bit more. But yeah, bio son, but I didn't know they had a daughter as well. Yeah, she's maybe about 1 now. She's 1 now, I think. So yeah. Favorite golf course you've ever, and favorite hole you ever played? My favorite golf course I've ever played? That's a great question. I would have to say it was, what was the name of it? It's the one we played it. I would say just in the UK. Those are my favorites because they are really like natural and they're really old and they're beautiful and the views are just stunning and you walk them so you're a little more connected to the course. That sounded really cheesy, but you're just a little bit, and I knew that sounded cheesy coming out, which is why I said that so quickly. But yeah, those courses are just so amazing. Like, I mean, truly amazing. And yeah. Yeah, I did go to a rugby game in England last year, and it was in England, and it was good. I mean, we watched it, and I did enjoy it, and it was a cool atmosphere, but I just don't know the rules, so it was kind of hard to follow. So that made it a little bit more difficult. The Carmel, that was amazing. Whoa, oh geez, what am I doing? That course in Carmel was amazing too. That was the Pacific Grove. So you remember that one? I can't remember I honestly don't know that I even looked at the names of the courses we played. We played one in Scotland and we played one in England. And the one in Scotland was flipping amazing because it was like 2 different courses and then you're right on the sea, and that it's always fun to play on the sea because it's like you get the sea air and it's just beautiful. Yeah, I got caught in a sand trap. Do you know how hard it was to get out of the sand trap? And I don't know if it's like a Scotland thing or what, but like the sand trap is basically as tall as me, the edge of it. And then my ball's way down there, so I had to like get in. And getting out of it, I'm like, how am I supposed to get out of this thing? Because it was somehow I did manage to get my ball out, which was shocking. But yeah, like I'm standing in it and the wall, like the top to the grass is like to here on me. I'm like, how am I supposed to get out of this hole? The sand traps were kind of a pain in the butt. Luckily I only got stuck in one. Because those are different. Ours are like shallow. Like occasionally you get like a side, that's a few feet tall, but like the other side is ground level. No, these were like giant holes in the ground. It was really strange. Or at least the one that I got my ball stuck in. I didn't particularly like take note of other sand traps, but yeah, it was very interesting. My boyfriend's like, do you need help? Do you need help getting out of that hole? I'm like, no kidding. I can't believe I got my ball out of it. It was really surprising. Are you guys planning on making the UK rugby trip a yearly thing? Oh, it's cricket. But next year, so the guy who organized it is getting married next year. So he probably is not going to do it. And he's English, so it's really easy for him because he has like a lot of friends. So half of the places that we go to are just, you know, connections through friends and family. Um, but I think New Zealand and India, New Zealand, India, and Sri Lanka were all mentioned. All places I'd love to go. So those are some of the places that were brought up. And I would definitely be interested in going. We'll see. Also, somebody made mention of an East Coast, like a U.S. East Coast tour, which I think would be incredible. So even that would be awesome. Yeah, this is an ironing board. See, that's where the starch goes. And here's the iron. we're super fancy over here. Did somebody ask about it? I saw your video and your boyfriend play. Looked amazing and fun. Yeah, it was amazing. I love doing it. Yeah, no, it's just an ironing board. Like the iron is supposed to sit here, but because of the iron that we have, it doesn't really sit there quite right. So we don't really use that part. But occasionally, he's the only one who irons. He'll put the starch here. Like it's supposed to be like cute, and really it's just used to hold stuff. Like right now it's holding his his toiletries. So yeah. No, okay. You can. I can't. I just can't have you talking dirty. Don't just keep it in your head if you have to. Yeah, it was the ironing board. Okay, I saw your video and your boyfriend play. Yeah, I would love to try. Oh, geez, ultimate frisbee. I think my phone's getting glitchy because I keep trying to like move down and it's like delayed a little bit. Why does it have to do that? It's such a pain in the booty. Okay, was there anything else I want to talk about? I didn't mean to talk about the trip the whole time. I guess I just haven't talked about it yet. It was a whirlwind, guys. It was an absolute whirlwind. Like the last day I was just like, wait, we're leaving like tomorrow? Like, hold up. I can't even believe it. I have I think it's a 7 plus. I don't think, yeah, it's a 7 plus. And I'll have it until it's dead because I like refuse to finance a phone. Yeah, I can show the birds. Can you hear them? They're super chatty. Last night they got in a huge fight, so I fell asleep laying the kids down for bed last night. And then I got back up and I was able to stay up for a little bit. But yeah, they got in a huge like fight between the two of them. They fight over a swing. So I bought them like more swings, but they still fight over the one swing. I don't know why they do that. So now they'll stack themselves on it. So like the winner bird, which changes, gets to sit on the main perch of the swing, and the loser bird gets to sit on the top of the swing. So like the bottom perch bird is now like this because the swing is heavy. They're crazy. They're crazy. Deacon's actually been working with them. Ooh, my phone's gonna die. Deacon's been working with them a lot lately, so they've actually gotten like a really friendly, and I mean one of them still bites, but like letting them out and like just I think they're happy. I don't know. Yeah, my kids are like that. Yeah, my kids are like that too. They fight over the dumbest things. Like, seriously, this morning they were fighting over a water balloon. Really? Because one looked like a carrot, so it gets better. Let's see here. Yeah, I'll definitely do a video. Making your Conure happy. Aw. Yeah, I'll definitely show the birds. They're really sweet. Gosh, this thing. My favorite thing to do in the Instant Pot, honestly, potatoes and rice because it's so fast. I loved it in the video when you were talking about making the chips that you had in Scotland. I totally plan to. The problem is you have to fry them, and it just all the oil's kind of a pain. But I will do it. I don't know that the air fryer would work. I don't think it'd be the same. So actually, it would not be the same to put a boiled potato. I'll try it though. But to put a boiled potato in the air fryer, I don't know. You know what? I'll give it a shot and just see what happens. It can't hurt. Thanks for the entertainment. I had a baby in 11. Oh yeah. Thank you so much for saying. Aw, you're so welcome. Yep. Those the crazy 2011 babies. I mean, I don't know if yours is bad, but mine was so bad. He was so awful. He was so awful as a baby. He's the sweetest kid now. But his colic was so bad. Peruvian dishes. Oh, that sounds good. Whoa. Are you planning on getting any more dogs? Not right now. I don't think Calibur's not really in a position to have another dog. And I'm really enjoying just him. Although the turkey cut his head this morning on, I think maybe some barbed wire. I don't even know. Did your boys go on your trip with you? No, they did not go on this trip. They'll go, I'm taking them on a trip in October. They stayed home. Womp womp. No, they had a really good time. They stayed with my mom. They stayed with my mom, my friend, another friend, and my mom. So they got to have like the whole gamut of fun, like every single day. And then I got him back and they're just like, you're so boring. And I'm like, I'm sorry. We're not making ice cream tonight. And we're not going here. And we're not doing that. Because I got to do all these amazing things. And yeah, they had a really nice time. So yeah. Are you going to do a video about Amazon? I can't. No, I'm not. I'm not going to talk about it. But yeah, it's kind of hard. I thought they were. You know, things change. A video of your favorite Instant Pot recipes. I will do that. Maybe I'll start sharing some recipes again. It's been a while since I've done that. Whole frozen chicken in Instant Pot yet. My wife's done it quite often and they come out so good. Really? I haven't tried that yet. I will do that though. I didn't know you could do a whole chicken in the Instant Pot frozen. No clue. I'm eating lunch with you. Oh yeah, you read that one. I love that. Putting in more dogs. Fight over. Yep. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Okay. I guess that's it. I'm on the West Coast. Yay. Where it's like 100 degrees. No, it's actually, today's supposed to only be a high of 90. It's like a break. And it's amazing. And then today's high of 90, low of 50. So we leave like, you know, open in the morning, open up the windows and let some fresh air in the house. It's really nice. What about after you boiled them and bake them in the oven? Yeah, I could try that. That's not a bad idea too. I just don't like the idea of, I don't like frying. I don't like all the oil, and not just because of like fried food. Like I'll totally eat it, but I don't like the process in my house because I feel like it leaves like a heavy, it's like cooking bacon, and I know everybody loves bacon but me, but it leaves like a heavy air for a while. I feel like whenever you fry, it does the same thing. I used to have an actual fryer, and that was great. It was really bad, but it was really good. And that was nice because it kind of kept everything contained, but actually frying, I don't know. I just don't love doing it. I feel like it's such a waste sometimes, and I don't know. I'll try baking them and I'll try the air fryer first. And then I will move on to actually frying, which I will. Like I said, I'm not going to not do it, but, okay, it's my phone. It's totally glitchy. How much does chicken cost over here? A buck. The winter is coming. So speaking of the winter is coming, well, I'm driving somewhere. I don't even know what country I was in. While I was driving, it just kept saying the north and like an arrow. Thought it was really cool. Like Game of Thrones stuff right there. Because it was just like the north. That was it on the sign, just the north. Perfect. I love it's the little things. It was a bad morning. I'm like losing my mind today. It was a rough morning, and I want to go take a shower, so I think I'm gonna go do that. I'm nice and sticky now. Oh yeah, and I've got a work appointment here in a half hour, so I'm gonna go do that. I will talk to you guys really soon. Thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate it as always. Videos will get back to normal, and yeah, I'll talk. When is the next and last season coming? I think it's like April, right, of next year. They made us wait 2 years. Jerks. And they know we'll make it do it. I went through the sand. Did you have a rough... You know what? Actually, it was a really good out. I got a good out. But yeah, it was just rough me getting out of the hole. All right, you guys. I gotta go. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.